So problem is select a suitable ball bearing required to be mounted on a shaft of diameter 45 mm. To withstand a radial load of 6 kilonewton and a thrust load of 3 kilonewton at a rated speed of 300 rpm. The bearing works for 50 hours per week 50 hours per week for 3 years. Assume it is subjected to light shock loads or light shocks. Now, in problem, they have provided diameter. So now this is what diameter. Okay. Now this is the radial load. Now this is what thrust load. Speed is given. How many hours it is going to work. Now here they have given a per week. Now period is for 3 years. Period is for 3 years. Now you need to find out whether the selected bearing, sorry, you need to select the bearing based on these loads. So let us notify first the given data. So now diameter is given. Small d is how much? It's a 45 mm. Okay, right? Fr is 6 kilonewton. Fa is 3 kilonewton. Speed n 300 rpm. It works 50 hours per week for 3 years. For 3 years. Now let us go for first. Find out first bearing life. Find out first bearing life. That is what ln. Now what is the speed? Speed is 300. Okay. It is going to work for 50 hours per week. Now per year you are going to get a 52 week. And number of years are 3. And you need to get in RP revolutions. Okay. Per minute you have 300 revolutions. For 60 minutes, how many revolutions? It is multiplied 60. Now divide by 10 to the power of 6. Now someone calculate and provide the answer here. How much you are going to get? 2.34. So it is, I think, 3 5s are 15, 15 5s are 75, 75 3s are 2, 1, 21 into 6. I think you are going to get a 14, 140.4. Required is 140.4 millions of revolutions. Right. Next. So now, as they have given the bearing diameter, you can directly select the value of static capacity and dynamic capacity from the table. Okay. So the thing is that they have given shaft diameter here. So shaft diameter they have specified. It is how much? 45 mm. Now related to this one, you need to go for selection of the bearings. Now I'll switch to the data handbook. Okay. Now this table is for taper roller bearings. Again, this is for cylindrical roller bearings. This is also for cylindrical roller bearings. Now this is what self-aligning ball bearings. There are 2 rows of balls here. Okay. Now this is what the deep groove ball bearings. The series is 3 here. Series is 3. Now this is what series is 2. I think series 1 is not there in data and book. Okay, let us go for 45 BC02 here. Okay. Let us go for 45 BC02. So let us go for 45. Okay. You note down. Now let us assume first 45 BC0 to bearing. Now what are the datas? Now 17750 is its a static load. Okay. So basic static load is how much? C naught. You write down table number. So C naught is the static load, C is the dynamic load. So now C naught is 17750 Newton. Dynamic load is 24910. Okay. Now what is the first step? You need to find out the ratio of FA by dynamic load. Sorry, FA by F naught. So now step 1, calculate FA by C naught. FA is how much? It is 3 kilonewton. C naught is 17750. Someone calculate and provide answer. Zero point 169. Now, for this ratio, we need to find out the value of E from table number 16.3. Table number 16.3. Okay. Now you just go for column number 4 here. How much you got value? You got a value 0.169. So now the nearer value is 0.170. 0.170. Right? Okay. Now corresponding to this one, you note down value of E here. Value of E. Value of E is how much here? 0.34. Right? 0.34. Okay. Now, next step, you calculate. So what is the value of FA by FR? Now FA is 3 kilonewton, FR is 6 kilonewton, you got 0.5. You got 0.5. Now you compare this value with E. compare this value with E. Okay, now you just observe here. Actually, you need to go for FA divided by FR. Okay, now you just make assumption that inner row is rotating. Inner row is rotating. That means V equal to 1. V equal to 1. Now, if you calculate FA by VFR, how much you got? You got a 0.5. Okay? But the value of E is 0.34. Value of E is 0.34. Now, then what happens? Now, to get the value of X, just go for comparison here. Suppose the value of FA divided by VFR is less than or equal to E, then you take X equal to 0.56. Okay, if it is a double, okay, then again you check here. Now in this case it is a greater, in this case it is a greater. Now VFA divided by VFR is greater than E, right? E is how much? 0.34, but VFA by VFR is 0.5. Then the bearing has to be of what? It has to be double row bearings. Okay. Now you write a sentence. As FA divided by FR is greater than E. That is what? 0.5 is greater than 0.34. Then bearing has to be of, it has to be a double row bearing. Okay. And value of X is how much? 0.56. 0.56. Now correspondingly, you note down value of Y. Now 0.34 is there. Okay. What type of bearing you have selected? You have selected double bearing here. Okay. Then the value of Y is how much? 1.31. 1.31. So I'll discuss queries after noting all these data. You just wait. So now Y equal to how much? 1.31. Okay. 1.31. Okay. Whether we have to assume inner wheel is rotating? Yes. Because if the bearing is going to be mounted on the shaft, as the shaft is start rotating, the inner race is going to rotate, outer race is going to be fixed, right? Then you need to assume it is inner race is rotating. Next, someone had asked a question. Okay. Now you got the constants x, y. Now let us go for calculation of the equivalent load here. Let us go for calculation of equivalent load. Now equivalent load P equal to XVFR plus YFA, right? My suggestion is you must multiply this entire equation with service factor CS. With service factor CS. Now X, how much you got? X is 0.56, V is 1, radial load is 6 kilonewton, plus Y is 1.31, axial load is 3 kilonewton, right? So let us assume CS equal to 1.25 for light shots. .25. Now you calculate what is the equivalent load here. Someone calculate and provide the answer. 9112.5. Okay. 9. I think 9112.5 is correct. You check out answer because you are multiplying with fractions. Right. This is what equivalent load. Now, what type of bearing they have specified? You need to select a ball bearing. Right? You need to select a ball bearing. Now, we will calculate life here. Life of bearing based on load. Okay. We'll go for the data handbook. Okay. You refer equation number 16.4a. Equation number 16.4a. Okay. Ln will calculate. Now we'll calculate. So Ln equal to C divided by P to the power of 3. C is a dynamic load noted from data handbook, that is 24910. 24910 divided by 9112.5 to the power of 3. Now we calculate what is the ln you are going to get here. Okay, 20.42. So 20.42 millions of revolutions. Okay. Now what is L required here? L required is 131.2 millions of revolutions. Okay. So now hence, as you write a comment here, as Ln required is greater than Ln, so need to change or need to select higher series bearing, right? Okay, now what you selected? You have selected 4502, 45 BC02. Now I'll go for trial 2. Let us assume 45 BC03. Okay. 45 BC 03. So go for data handbook again to notify the datas. Now this is 03 series. Okay. Now just note down static load is I'll go for 50 BC 03 here. Okay. We'll go for 45 BC 03. We'll notify values here. 29225. Okay. So now static load is how much? 29225. So dynamic load is 40700. Now you go for again step 2. You calculate FA by C naught. FA is how much? It is a 3 kilonewton. Now C naught is 29225. Someone calculate. I think 0.11. Okay. 0.107. 0.1027. Let it be. Now go for table again. Compare. Select value of X and Y. Okay. Table number 16.3. Okay. Now FA by C naught is how much here? 0.1027. Now it is not available. Okay. Let us assume 0.11. V is 1. V is 1. Now you compare here again E. Again it is more than. Now E is how much here? It is 0.30. E is 0.30. You note down value of E first. Now V equal to how much? 0.30. Right? Then we compare FA divided by VFR, whether it is greater than or whether it is less than E. Now FA divided by VFR is 0.5, which is greater than 0.3 here. Okay, which is greater than 0.3. Then you need to go for double row ball bearing. Okay. Then value of X, it remains same, 0.56. Okay. Is it right? 0.56. Now value of Y corresponding to 0.110, it is 1.45. Okay, 1.45. Now we calculate equivalent load. So now P equal to XVFR plus YFA into CS. Now this is equal to what? P equal to X is 0.56, V is 1, 36 kilonewton, plus Y is 1.41, it is 3 kilonewton, into service factor is 1.25. Someone calculate. Okay, so how much? 9637.5 Newton. Now let us go for bearing life. So Ln equal to C by P to the power of 3. Now C is 40700 divided by P is 9637 whole to the power of 3 here.
Seventy point 316.
75.31 millions of revolutions. Now again here it is what? Ln required is more than Ln. Hence this bearing is not suitable. Okay. Now we need to go for next is what? 45 BC 04. Okay. 45 BC 04. Next you note down values. Static load and dynamic load. Okay. So now 45 BC 04 we'll see. Okay, now 45 063 series last year, 64 is not there. Yeah, 64 series not done. Okay, no. Okay. Now in this situation you need to change the diameter. You need to change the diameter. So write a comment here. Right. So let us change diameter 45 to 50 mm because in data handbook it is not available for 45. This is 04. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll go for 50 BC 03 here. We'll go for directly third series. So now note down from data handbook. So the value of static load and dynamic load. So for 50 BC 03, C naught and C. So now 34720 okay, here 34720. C is 47070. Is it right? Here 34720 47070. Okay. Next, again you need to calculate the ratio. That is what FA divided by C. FA is 3 kilonewton. Okay. Now C naught is 34720. 0.0864. Right. Now compare this for value of A. Now it's 0.0864. Let us go for table number 16.3 again. 0.084 is there. Okay. 0.084 is there. Okay. So let us go for 0.084. Otherwise, you need to go for interpolation method to get the value of x, y here. Now x is constant. For every value of FA by C naught, x is constant here. Either it may be 1 or either it may be 0.56. But to get the value of y, you can go for interpolation method. Let us go for 0.084. Okay. If you compare, again it is greater than. Now value of E is on here. How much here? 0.8. Now value of E is 0.28 here. Value of E is 0.28. Okay. You note down. So for corresponding value of FA divided by C naught, the value of E is 0.28, right? This is a 0.28. Now let us notify the value of x here. It is 1.55 here. X remains the same, 0.56. So now value of x 0.56. Again it is of what? Double row bearing. Then y value is 1.55. Now this step is repeated until unless you are going to get L required is less than Ln. Okay. Now let us calculate again equivalent load. So P equal to XVFR plus YFA into CS. Someone here calculated 10,001 2.4. Right. Next, bearing life. So Ln equal to C by P. Now C is 47070. P is 1001 2.5 to the power of 103 67. Now check it. Now it is nearly 4.7 to the power of 3. I think 103.89 is correct. Again here what happens? L required is more than Ln, hence not suggested, hence this bearing is not suggested. or not selected. Okay, so let us go for next series. Now again, you have done 50 BC03 here. Okay, in data inbook, this is the last one. Okay, let us go for changing diameter of shaft. Now D has to be 55 mm. Then correspondingly you note down 55 BC03 datas. Now you try and upload the same copy to WhatsApp. I'll provide the value of C0 and C for 55 BC03 here. Now 41190 is a C0. 477. Sorry. Okay, 41190 Newton. It is what C0. C is 74. Sorry, 53940. Again, you calculate what is a FA by VFR. It is going to remain the same here. Okay. Now you need to check the FA by C0, how much you are going to get. Now if you get 0.78, then you compare in table 16.3 table. Now here. Now you better go for interpolation, because if you come across these values, you may get some wrong value. How much? Now x remains the same, don't bother about x, but the variation parameter is here the y. Variation parameter is y. I think procedure is clear. Procedure is clear. Okay, please solve in your rough page and upload that one to WhatsApp group. Upload that one to WhatsApp group. Shall I go for one more problem? Okay, you have any queries on this solution? You have any queries?
How to get direct?
No queries? Okay. Okay, take care. Stay in home. Stay safe.